as we take a look at the Canadians, Layla, VEILLON, and Alexander Brandys.
You can hear the support team from Skate Canada. And Layla checks in with Alexander to ensure they're both mentally and physically ready to skate to the Four Seasons.
Mark, I just want to make a comment here as they celebrate really a wonderful free dance. This young boy, Alexander Brandys, has come so far in his journey. I've seen him at the national championships in Canada for a number of years, and it's hard to even recognize him. And I know he's relatively introverted off the ice, but he has a passion for skating and a love for this. And I think his coaches have brought something special out that were maybe deep inside his soul, and he didn't know or didn't trust and didn't know how to bring it out himself, and it was brought out. And you see him really a perfect partner for Layla. It's beautiful. If you knew where he came from until this day, until what we see in front of us now, it's an extraordinary journey. And I wanted to shout out to him because quite often we talk a lot about the team or about the women, but in this case, for me at least, Alexander Brandys, congratulations.
instead. And I think, you know, we're seeing the product of almost a decade's worth of teamwork, and you know, all of this fine detail, which I so appreciate. You know, it's 10 years worth of work, and they're very vocal in shouting out their gratitude to the team. Alma Moyer brought them together 10 years ago, and they continue to work with the Moyer family, and now Adrian and Madison Hubble. And they said that the choreography process is very much teamwork, with everybody throwing in a little bit of magic, and there was so much detailing and so much variation in the movement too. And some lovely nuances musically highlighted and picked out. And what was interesting in chatting to, I think, Caramore when we saw them in Riga, was how the coach described the joy that the coaching community has working together.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be such a positive for Layla and Alexander. Maybe that's part of the reason that this season they are just shining and excelling, because we've seen them, you know, multiple times on the Junior Grand Prix. But
this is a team that has had a massive, massive discovery of who they can be and who they want to be. And I think we've only begun to see the start of where they can go. But they had to have this big leap in their abilities and skill and discovery, and it's there.
And you know, it really does confirm the concept of ice dance teams needing time. You know,
totally.
Those senior world medalists, decades worth of time.
It aligns itself with growing up and discovering yourself. Let's take a look at the score. The free dance score. For VEILLON and BRANDYS, season's best, 97.84. That is first in the free dance, with a total competition score of 161.44. As they take the lead with one team to come, they have to feel extremely proud of what they've accomplished this season. And I think they have a good shot at where they're wanting to go, to Nagoya.